Hey, welcome to the PittStop Podcast. I'm your host, E, aka our MoneyBags, and we got the Pit Crew with us today. We got my man K Ego. What's up, bro?
What it do? What it do, man? No, another episode going, man. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we got my man Jay every day, man. What's going on, baby? What we doing on the show, man?
Hey, man, that's where we shoot the shit, talk about everything except politics, baby.
Yes, sir. And we got the man, the myth, the legend, Daryl Chill Mitchell. What's up, baby? How you been, man?
Yeah, everything is gravy, man. Oh, I did tell y'all we got season 3 for my show.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
Sir.
Oh yeah, man.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say that every episode we do now. I did tell y'all I'm doing season 3 on my new show.
Yeah, you did. Shift the gears. I see it.
Big years, baby. Yes, sir.
And today we don't have a special guest. We have a legend today. Just more than a special guest. We have a legend today, man. She's a award-winning singer, actress, bar rate legend, whose remarkable career spans more than 5 decades. Whew, gosh, she's been in the game for a minute. She's a trailblazer in both theater and music. She gained national recognition as a member of the original cast of Hairspray, where she replaced Diane Keaton, by the way, which is fire. And she won a Tony Award for her performance in Pearly. Throughout her distinguished career, she has achieved numerous chart-topping R&B hits, received multiple Grammy nominations, garnered widespread acclaim for her contributions in the entertainment business. And in 2023, she earned her Hollywood Walk of Fame. Shout out to you for that. Let's go.
Shout out to you.
And with that said, man, she's a American icon, performer, and legend. With that said, Miss Melba Moore, man. Welcome to the Pit Stop, man.
Welcome to the Pit
Don't leave my pioneer.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, I was saying earlier that I believe you should be recognized in the 50 years of hip hop. Reason being, because hip hop was already formed before the music came, before everybody was rapping over music. They was rapping over your instrument, because your music has a long intro. A lot of times the music starts, then Cash was freestyling over that. So it's like a lot of people, even like the mentioned Gladys Knight, Saved the Overtime for me. That was my favorite break dance record. But I'm saying with you had all the joints in the park and in the CDC clubs, and especially out in Wyandanch. I said, I'm listening. I'm like, she should be mentioned in the 50 years of hip hop, in my opinion.
Well, and mine too. Thank you.
Thank you, love. Thank you. So good to see you.
Great to be here. Yes, you remind me that so much of our music was sampled or used as intros or music for y'all to rap over. So thank you for bringing us into a new genre for us then, and into the next era, keeping us alive. Yeah.
But I think, you know what? Some of them joints that they remade, you should sing right over them. And you can use them, and bring it up to now. But right now, I love what you do. So,
thank you.
It's just, you timeless.
How do you feel, man? Like we do our research for the show, and you go back, look at all your accolades. What keeps you going?
I guess I'm called to do this. I don't know how to say it. There's difficulties and whatever. And you could be called, but sometimes you be in such trouble and such straits. If somebody don't help you, you won't make it. You won't even stay alive. So somebody's always been there to open the door, or help me some kind of way. I've always wanted to do it. Maybe that's the question. Do you still want to do it? Are you still excited about it? Yes, I am.
Yeah. Because some people can get complacent and they feel like, oh, well, I did already, and they just get complacent with it. But for you to keep going, you got a book, you got everything going on. It's amazing, man.
Well, thank you. I think it's amazing too, but I just feel like, with my book, by the way, it's called "This Is It: Marvelous and Getting Better."
Hey.
Amen to that.
Hey.
Amen to that.
Well, the reason I have it is, once more, my daughter is doing a lot of things to help me with my team getting things together, and like she's the one who said, "Ma, you got to have a book." Everybody got a book out now. I wasn't paying attention. I said, "Okay, what so am I going to do next?" What we're still doing the same old thing that we always do. If somebody says, taps you on the shoulder and says, "Wake up, honey, this is what's going on."
Yeah.
So growing up in New York back in that time, because they say New York is the mecca of everything, like we was talking about prior to the pod. How was it? How was growing up in New York back then? What was New York like back in your time of growing up?
It was just like it is now, busy.
Oh, Lord. Yes, it was.
It's just, clothes were different, music was different, but essentially, I don't know. Maybe I see similarities in different ages. I see now that when I walk down the street, I don't see nothing but younger people because I'm the only one that's lasted, it seems.
Wow.
But that wasn't your question. You said, how was it back then? Well, for Black people, it's always a certain way until we get rid of racism. So back then it was a little more racist. But I guess in some ways, maybe I don't think of it that way so much as I've had so many blessings, maybe because of the racism. I got picked out in spite of what things would happen. But it was a little bit more segregated. Well, first of all, the white people had not taken over Harlem. Harlem was Black then.
Yeah.
Right.
That's important. Because I think in some ways, if we're not careful, our culture, they're always trying to steal it from us, but it will be robbed from us and kind of ease out. Our neighborhoods and whatever. You won't have a place to live because they will, what do they call it? They have a name, regentrify.
Yeah.
Regentrify.
They move somebody else in there.
Oh, yeah.
Harlem was Black then.
Yes, it was.
That's important because our culture, our dress.
Right.
We have a blessing in terms of having just a spirit of creativity.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's important that we have a neighborhood and a culture to grow that in. And I think Black people had more of our culture intact. Well, I'm not welcoming racism, but at least we were together. That's important.
That part.
It was much, 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 much more culturally united.
The thing I always say, Melba, I believe segregation is not a bad thing. If it was what they did to segregate us, that was bad because you did it to hurt us. But every race and culture, Indians live with the Indians. It got that. You can go. I tell people you can go anywhere down in Manhattan and you can find a country of people that live together. Right. They worship together. They go to school together. Look at the Jews. They got their own schools. They got their own business. They keep their money circulating amongst themselves. We was put there like, no, you put me in a place you didn't want me living by. You didn't want me to go to school with you. We had to go to the National Guards to get this man in college. So that kind of segregation is wrong. But when you keep it separate, people married amongst their races and their cultures and their religions and things of that nature. If you want to step outside, that's fine. But if things go bad, you got a foundation to go back to. We don't have
go
that.
bad. That's where you grow. That's where you blossom. That's where you find out what your culture should be. You develop it together.
That's all. That's all. But if
so you want to have a community. That's what that is.
Right. And that's out of slavery. That was done. That everybody is spread out and just trying to find and feel their way in. But what you saying is true. My grandmother had a bar on 112th and 8th Avenue called Eloise Lounge. She had a fruit stand on Lenox. And then she had on 110th Street. She had a diner, so it's cook. But all of them was drug fronts.
3-4 different businesses.
They was all drug fronts. I ain't lying. The fruit stand, the bar, and the restaurant.
Chill.
I just call it what it is, dog.
Hey, chill. But now you got me thinking because my grandfather, they're from Weldon, North Carolina.
Everybody.
They had a barbershop. They had a gas station.
A guy named Waverly, Papa Saul, all of you guys used to hang out at her bar on 112th and 8th. But I seen the police come in and get their payola, watch a little TV. Everybody, all business stopped. And then after that, he leave, and then they go back to business as usual. I was 7 years old when I seen all that, man.
Yo, my father.
Harlem was real.
Culture.
Yeah.
You know, and it was meant to put us out and punish us, but we develop. You have to have your community and your culture.
Yeah,
and everybody has maybe some things that aren't so great about the neighborhood, but the main thing is that you're together, and great things always come out, no matter how much they push us down.
Yeah, that's it. Real talk. That's real, but that's Harlem. Harlem was different, but that put us together, and we had to figure it out. It's a lot. I'm telling you, man. It's a beat in Harlem that's different than anywhere I've ever been. It's a beat. It's a beat in Harlem. People say the energy from New York. Go to Harlem. Harlem got a different beat, boy.
And you got a different heart.
Yeah.
The heartbeat, babies.
Yeah, it is. and talking about Harlem, the community, I want to go and dive inside your home. You was a part of a musical family. You was born into a musical family.
Yes.
And your mother wrote a #1 song before your own success came along. Was that did that create pressure, or was it more of an inspiration for you?
No, it was a sexy tune. She was. I'm Holy Ghost and born again and everything, and we were Catholic, but no, that was it was a song about making love and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with making love.
Ain't no wrong with that.
But they was religious.
Well, but she was very beautiful and sexy.
Wow.
She was gorgeous. I don't have no pictures of her now, but she's a really pretty woman.
I mean, you got to honest, Miss Moore. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it's a good question. It's a great question.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, look, you the mess kitty up here. Know what to do? Look at him.
I thought it was,
Melba stopped him just now, Melba. He didn't know what to say. Oh, all right.
Just take your time. Take it slow.
All good.
That's funny.
You all right over there, brother?
Yeah, man. Keep the questions going, man.
You froze, man. You like this.
Nah.
But Melba, let me ask you this though. In this digital age of recording, because I tell people when I used to rap, especially the young ones, I'm like, the whole process of writing a song and going to the studio and recording it and laying it down, especially when you guys are doing 48 tracks, and the smell of the tape, the smell of the studio, the smell of the reel, that I'm telling you, I'm like, when you get in that whole environment, it helps the creativity and the traveling and the in-stores, because we did a lot of in-stores rapping. We had no BT, so we had to sign your record while you bought them. So we keep it going. Right. And I'm telling you, I be telling these artists, man, y'all missed it.
I agree.
You missed the building blocks, the hard, long nights. Because right now they can record, edit, post it, and by 2 days it's a hit.
Yeah.
It's like 2 days.
They can do it in 20 minutes. They can do it in 20 minutes.
Very, very, very different.
But
those days, because I've been, I guess, as a mature person, you spend a lot of your time adjusting to things continuing to change. And we've been doing that for 50 years. It's a lot of changes. But I love you taking me back to those days because they were beautiful. They were magical. You took in all your surroundings and your people, and I'm sure I got a real strong voice from doing them takes about 55,000 times. One word, much less one phrase.
Right.
But you bring me back to those days, and I guess that's why I'm patient. I don't mind doing things. I mean, not only that I'm older, but you've been doing something that made you stronger,
Right.
and made you feel the senses come alive. Maybe that's the answer to why do you want to stay in it, because that's what you call love, really.
Amen. Amen.
Yes.
So you say, oh yeah, I don't know how terrible and horrible. No, I mean, hard it might be, but it's love. So you say, oh, well, let me try to see if I can get through that again. I don't know, even if it's terrible, you just love it because you've had to work hard at it. I've been so blessed and so focused. I wasn't thinking about that, but you brought me back to that for that second.
Good.
So I can tell you why I keep doing it, and that's what love is, when you have to work for something. I mean, like, I got a nice big voice. I can hold long notes. I get great songs, but it wasn't always that way. I really had to work for that.
Amen.
Wow.
Yep.
So now I really, 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 really love it. So I hope I get to do it a little bit longer, because I worked so hard to get it.
Right. You appreciate the gift.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
What?
So hearing you talk about this music, man, it's like what Kenny was saying about being born into it. You watch movies and excuse me, you watch the movies and they depict like the Hitsville, USA. They like when you watch Jackie Father got him in the living room and 24/7, all they did was music. Was it the same for you? Did you try to run from it, or you knew like this was it? Like music was my thing. Like I knew that I had this thing, or it was like, I do it because my family do it. Like, did you know?
No, because me, like most, I won't say most, but many, 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 many Black families are broken because of slavery.
Yes.
And my mother was a single mother. She was from Birmingham, Alabama. Her mother had a stroke, so she was trying to take care of her, and she was trying to become a star at the same time. And so she came to New York City, and she had me in New York. So then we started. She went out to work, so she had somebody take care of me. But the lady she had take care of me was from the backwoods of South Carolina, and she was like she was an orphan, so she was brought up by sharecroppers. And sharecroppers run the farms for people.
Yep.
They don't own the farms.
Right.
But the lady who raised me was raised by sharecroppers, so she was an orphan.
Wow.
So she was like placed, shift from one sharecropper's family to another, and they took care of her. So that's how I started my life, not a family. I mean, that was my family, excuse me. We're still family. I guess we're more family.
Yeah. But it went in the traditional sense, as you would say, but it's your family, though.
So, but my mother didn't get married until I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And she married a musician. We moved to Newark, New Jersey. That's when music became the centerpiece of my life. But if you're a singer, especially, or if you're a musician who's just born able to do that, that's like very, 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 very late.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you're late. Second of all, well, now I got a family. Got to figure out that first.
Yeah, right.
So I won't take you through all of that. But my stepfather had a daughter and a son.
Okay.
So now I have siblings. I have brothers and sisters. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And when you brought up in the streets of New York, all you really know how to do is fight.
Yep. Fend for yourself.
So you have to learn how to talk.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about when did I start singing? I first had to learn how to talk instead of fight.
Yeah.
I know that's right. So
then we had two more brothers later, but then I had to get to know my aunts and uncles and cousins. It was a whole big deal, like going to another country. Mm-hmm. But in the middle of that, there was music in the mother and daddy had a band. They worked together, so they rehearsed in our home.
Gotcha.
So now we're getting to the part that would normally be normal.
Yeah.
Where there's music all around, everybody sings, everybody plays. And since daddy was a piano player, he made us all take piano lessons. But I'm only like 10, 11 years old.
Wow.
So then music started, and I thought I was going to be a piano player.
Oh, wow.
Because I love the piano. Me and my brother used to fight over who's going to practice on that doggone piano. I knew how to fight, so I beat his ass, okay?
I believe that too. Yeah. I mean,
then until we grew up and he became a man, I wouldn't try that.
That's hilarious.
But then they all went to my stepfather's family all went to Southside in Newark. But I found out in junior high school that there was an art and music school that you could go to. So now I said, well, I don't want to go there. I want to study music now. So I auditioned, to get into Arts High, but I auditioned as a vocalist.
Okay.
I mean, everybody had to play piano anyway. But that's when I really started to focus. So I'm already in high school. Just a late starter. But I got the best one when I got everything. I got an incredible family, Arts High School, majored in music. Then I taught music from K through 12, all the grades.
Wow.
This was before I got into show business. So I'm saying,
wow,
that's why I'm such a late bloomer.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
wow,
and that was in Newark, right?
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't think that 10 years old. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I wouldn't think that 10 years old is late. But now that you think about it, like you said, starting at 10, 11, you really didn't get into music. That's late. That's a very late time. I didn't realize how late that is, though. Like, because you see it, but like you look back, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. I guess you really you learning the tour at 10 if you really into it heavy. So I guess.
Yeah, but at least if you have a family around, somebody will tell you by the time you're 5 or 6 years old that you have a voice.
Right. That was
missing. Just like, and the family is broken, important things. That was important because I wound up being a singer. But important things in your family are missing when your family is broken.
Right.
Yeah. So that was my question. So how do you develop the voice then? So it wasn't natural. You developed it over time?
No, I have a beautiful voice naturally, but I just didn't know it until late.
Yeah. Wow.
So I could have overlooked it. Because I didn't have whole parents. My grandmother didn't. I don't know my family because my grandmother was an invalid and had strokes, and she didn't. It's a grandparent's job to tell you your family history and have family reunions, and I didn't have that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So that way, I don't really know who I am. So everybody's my family, okay?
All right.
That's right. What's one lesson I heard you talk about your stepfather, and doing my research, I learned that he was a huge role in encouraging you in your career. What's one lesson from him? What's one lesson from him that still stays with you today?
My stepfather?
Yes.
Oh, well, he was caring. The uncles that I had, my mother had brothers, but they come in and out, and they were very violent and very mean. And, well, to me, they were growing up too, but he was a very gentle person. And he said, Melba, you can't fight anymore. You can't beat your brother down anymore. You have to learn how to talk. And he sat me down and he looked me in my face and he cared about me and he cared about us. And I hadn't had that. And when I told him that I wanted to go into show business, that I didn't want to teach school, he came and he tried to help me. And he encouraged me and he got me little jobs playing the piano. I thought I was going to be Roberta Flack, right, playing the piano. No. He tried to help me. And a matter of fact, he was taking me on places to meet agents and different people that he knew in the industry to try to get me into it, which is where I met Valerie Simpson. She was trying to sell her songs and do some commercials and move her career on. We were both waiting to meet two different people. I don't remember who we were waiting to meet, but we were in somebody's outer office and we started talking. And she asked me, "Did I read music?" And I said, "Read music, baby. I teach music." But anyway, she said, "Give me your phone number."
What?
And she ushered me into background studio, backup singing. One of the recording sessions was for a gentleman by the name of Galt McDermott. He wrote all the music and was the conductor, director for the musical Hair.
Yeah.
And they were still connecting.
Okay.
So he said, and Jim Rado and Jerry Ragney were the two lead actors, but they also wrote the book for the musical hair, and but they were. I like to tell this story. They were hippies, so they had on these. Well, one of them he looks so weird to us because we were what I call Black American princesses. I didn't see no hippies nowhere except on TV. So when they came into the studio and they hired us to do the backup, we was all looking at them like they was kind of crazy. Said, what the heck that they got on?
Right.
One of them, he had this bright red curly bushy hair. It looked like his fingers were still stuck in a live plug. That one. But this one comes up to me, and it was I'll tell you in the right. He says, "Would you like to do hair?" I said, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
I do not have a bachelor's degree in art to do nobody's hair. And he took a moment to explain to me that it was a Broadway show because I hadn't been to see any music, any theater.
Right.
Didn't know anything about theater. Didn't care anything about theater.
Right.
So he said, "Well, we're still casting. We think that you're an interesting personality. We'd like to have you in this show." I said, "But I don't know how to act. I don't have no theater experience." So he said, "Well, our director, his name is Tom O'Horgan, and he specializes in what we call experimental theater because we don't know really what this show is going to be like. So we think that you'd be good in the show. So we'll train you on the job." Anyway, that's how I got in the hair.
Wow. You know what?
I still don't know how to audition.
You know what? That's interesting because Chill, your career went like that too. Like you were going into music with Groovy Chill, and then you found House Party. You know what I'm saying? House Party found you.
Yep.
You know
and we sat down with the Holland brothers and talked, and they said, "We're gonna put you in a movie." He was like, "All right, whatever." We figured he just talking.
Whatever.
Yeah, because we thought he was just talking, and he circled back like, "Yo, we already got it up and running. Y'all in the movie." And boy, oh boy.
It's a huge movie.
The movie superseded my career. So I became a rapper trying to act to an actor trying to rap. Nobody want to hear no more about no rap out my mouth. Now I'm a comedian. I was like, "Ain't this crazy?" And lo and behold, and I ain't never same thing. I ain't never studied no acting. Never, but the videos taught me not to be afraid of the camera. Mm-hmm. And see, that's the same thing. Like what we do, it builds us for other things. Writing rhymes and memorizing rhymes made me now I can memorize scripts. Right. So and what we do, I tell people a lot of times when I'm be like trying to get my lines down and they be trying to feed me, I'm like, it's not my memory. What we do is rhythmatic. It got to flow in a rhythm with me. Once it gets in a rhythm, like it's like music in my head. Yeah. And once I get that rhythm down, I'm on and going, man. That's why I love listening to your story because I'm like, wow. You can't teach acting and you can't teach singing. It's in you. It got to be in you, and then somebody can help you bring it out. But it got to be already in you. You already had that blessing and that gift inside.
I think so.
Yeah.
And the fact that you were open-minded to try it though.
Let me tell you something. Listening to you taught me that a vocal cord is an instrument.
Yeah.
Because the way your range, when you fluctuate, and you listen to sax players, and a lot of times instruments like saxophones and stuff like that was made by imitating vocals. So when I hear you, that I'm studying the history, they're like, the voice is the instrument. So then they play, and that's when I hear your voice, I'm like, yep, they ain't lying. The vocal cord is the instrument.
And you still can hit the high note too.
Oh man.
Woo.
And the question for both of y'all, Chill and Melba, y'all can answer this. When you guys went into acting, music was your first love, but when y'all went into acting, was it a bug that you just fell in love with right away or over time?
I'm gonna answer this just like, and I know Melba going to concur. You don't get into acting. Acting get into you. We don't get into that. It gets into you.
See, well, Chill, you have a way with words.
I'm just saying, like, that's what happened to me. It got into me. I wasn't looking for that. It happened. The rapping the rapping happened first, but I wanted to act. Right. But the rapping happened, and when the opportunity presented itself for a script that was written, and we sat down with the Holland brothers to discuss some of the stories. So some of the antics that we went through, me and Bilal, my DJ, shout out, and we had to talk to them and put some of those little antics in the movie. So I got a chance to see, outside my body what was going on.
How magic is
but also, you wrote about something that you lived first, and you started rapping, or kind of poetically speaking. Mm-hmm. So you translated that into actually creating a script.
Basically, yeah.
So there was a step. As far as I was concerned, I didn't know that it was there. I got into hair, and we started training to do the role and everything. And you get up and you do it, and you discover that it's there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I don't know where it came from, or maybe it came from singing. But I mean, I know after doing that, for one of the things, I love dancing too. So I would take dance classes all the time, and I like moving and everything. So then your body begins to speak to you. Just like anything that you do, it starts to talk to you and tell you certain things. So then after getting into hair, and there were so many different exercises and stuff we had to do for acting, you sort of learn that there's another voice in there talking to you. Oh, well, you look like this way because you have a director. Maybe that's it. And so you have to look this way and translate that from what you were saying when you do it on TV. Then they said, well, come down, Miss Moy. The camera's magnifying you already. You start to learn these different aspects of what might be in you, but they would never come out if we wouldn't have an opportunity to experiment or to do something so that they would sort of come together. They might be there, but if you don't get something to trigger it, you would not know it was there, so maybe you wouldn't do it.
So I got a question. Excuse me, I got a question for both of y'all again. Just feeding off Kenny. So what makes you fearless in that space of, like you said, both of you guys started in music, but then like they said, hey, you act like you said your acting gets into you, and you said you didn't, Miss Melba, you said you didn't know it was there, but like what made you say, but let's do it. I'm here. Like instead of saying, nah, that's not my lane, I'm gonna just go and stick with what I know.
Shoe biz. I didn't want to teach school.
Go where the money go.
I said, no, I wanted to be an entertainer. Mm-hmm. I guess I didn't really care if I would make money. I thought, well, you make some, but money wasn't the issue.
Yeah,
not at all.
I didn't think I had those kinds of choices. I just had, I guess, a dream.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what it sounds like to me.
So
shifting gears. I concur.
Yeah,
I concur.
Hey, fast forward.
Definitely, it's love of like you just said back then, because I did a play in the Long Wharf Theater in Connecticut. But it's everything is different. Film is different from TV, all that. From in theater, you got to project and you got to be. It's different, but you love it. It goes back to love, man. And on top of that, I know the stage when you perform it is such a safe. You out amongst a bunch of people, but you feel safe. I don't know if it makes sense. I felt safe. When I'm on the stage and performing, you didn't feel safe, Melba?
Yeah, I'm about to say you didn't feel safe.
No.
Why not?
I don't know why you get scared. I don't know. I still get scared.
Oh wow!
Really?
I mean, I get up. I get up. Like, oh, it's time to go. Like, my adrenaline. I gotta calm myself down because I'll be ready to go.
I get excited, but I get scared.
But that's
like
good,
butterflies. Like butterflies scared.
I don't know if it's butterflies or roaches or whatever it is, but it's not, because it's not pleasant.
But they said that nervousness is passion. You're still passionate.
It's passion. I think things can go wrong, so I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I mean, I can do the same thing over and over and over. Well, no, you can do the same thing over, but every time you do it, something different could happen wrong. I guess I don't know what I'm worried about.
I think it's more you're a perfectionist. I think that's what it is. Like you put so much on you for everything to be perfect. Yeah.
You care a lot. You care a lot.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Now, I want to know. So you performed on Soul Train and you performed on Johnny Carson. Which one was better?
Good question.
Listen, black is always better.
Hey.
I knew the answer we was going
to.
But you know what? I was nervous on both of them because they're so important.
Yeah,
they are. Yes, they are.
Both of them, yeah, they are.
So important, and just don't want stuff to go wrong.
Yeah.
And then like on Johnny Carson, it was a different kind of thing because now you got to learn how to talk.
That part. Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't let black people sit on the panel.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you got to watch what you say, how you move, how you feel.
Well, you got to
represent everybody.
You got to be at least intelligent. I mean, talking is a talent too.
Yeah.
And you represent everybody at that time.
And but also, he's talking, but that's what he does for a living.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now you up there with him.
Wow. Melba, you a beast. You was a beast.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo.
Oh God.
I'm talking to the lady right here, man. Who that you ever perform with, like Aretha, or that really like y'all felt the energy in the room, like, yeah, we gonna bust these walls down.
What do you mean we?
Well,
so me and Aretha together, we?
No.
Only Miss Aretha.
Yeah, facts. I ain't taking nothing from. I'm just saying that as if you ever performed in the stage and just felt that vibe. There's the love in the room, but it was a night to remember.
Well, I can really, I've had so many wonderful experiences, but with Freddie Jackson.
I was thinking, all right.
That's your boy. That's the Harlem boy.
We here now.
Okay. Because that situation was the beginning of our having a management company and grooming people. And so Freddie was a great songwriter too. So I sung some of his songs and met some of his colleagues that he wrote with, like Paul Lawrence and some other really, Lilo Thomas, a lot of other really good songwriters and performers too. But he went out on the road with me as my backup singer.
What?
Yeah, he sang behind me. But then one night I featured him, just tried it out. It was my show, so I could do what I want, right? So I knew he was a great singer. Not just a good singer, but I didn't know how great he was. But I let him out there and he sang Good Morning Heartaches.
Woo.
But first of all, I didn't let him open for me. I put him in the middle of my show and just let him do one song.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh my God. Oh God.
I gotta come back on after this.
So, after that, we recorded together and we sang together. I never sang together with him during that time. And later on, after we recorded just a little bit more, then of course I sang on stage with him, doing that song afterwards.
Gotcha.
And that was like ridiculous. Because this is a situation where here now he's my friend now.
Yeah.
So I know him.
Right.
Yeah.
And Freddie, he could be a stand-up comedian.
Oh yeah.
Is Freddie like that?
Yeah.
Really funny.
I ran into him in Harlem a couple of times.
One of the hardest things to do with Freddie was to work with him and not be laughing all the time.
Oh wow.
So it was a combination. And then of course there's people hollering and screaming because we singing, okay? That's one example.
Gotcha.
That's dope.
So I go ahead.
I want to know how it felt. You got nominated for a Grammy in 1971, like for Best New Artist. Like, how'd you feel like at that time, like Because that's early. Like that's your early days.
No. The problem was I was in the same category of Natalie Cole and
Wow.
So you were fans of.
Wait, hold up. I want to hear this category.
Yeah, who's in that category?
Yeah, who's in that category?
Natalie Cole. Of course, I've always been such.
Yeah, come on, that's Natalie Cole. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And who else was in there? Was it who's I'm your private what's her?
Oh, Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
I know you playing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. In the category.
Oh, yeah, that's tough category.
As the first nomination, like wow.
But that's
a hell of a
best new art. But that's for best new art. But do you hear the best new artist you just said? Like
that, and then your fans at the same time. Like
the best new artist.
Yeah.
God damn.
How do you?
That's a smoker. Right?
I know it make you cuss somebody, right?
Y'all came out the gates firing. That's what that is. Like best new artist. That's your best new artist lineup. That's a great lineup.
The others I can't think of right now, but one or two others that are, and all of them just ridiculous. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna look it up. Good night.
Look it up.
That's crazy. That right there answered my question when I was talking about like artists in the room. But that right there is like, good Lord, jeez.
Oh yeah, right.
Man,
hold up. No, hold up. I'm go back. So I found it.
Yeah.
So you in the category of best new artist. So the Carpenters in the winning, it was the Carpenters, Elton John, you, Anne Murray, and the Partridge Family.
Oh, that year.
Yeah, that year, 1971.
Of course, I only remember the black ones in that year.
Wow.
But still, Elton John too.
That's a great.
But of course, they were incredible too. I don't mean to.
Yeah.
No, do me a say. Mention the book name again.
There we go. There
it is. Right there. This is it.
And where can they find that?
It's on Amazon right now.
Amazon. Okay.
All right.
It'll be available in more places soon. I'm getting a little help from my friends.
I need to sign a copy.
Jimmy Jam said he's going to help me get.
Wow.
Okay, Jimmy Jam. So we talking about your Grammy nomination. Let's talk about I Got Love.
Okay. Well, after I got into Pearly, I basically really had one song to sing, the title song. It's somewhere in the middle of the first act when I find out that I'm in love with Pearly Victorious Johnson. And so I sang about, I'm looking to sit around and thinking about Pearly. And I hit one of my notes and stuff and everything. And so it stopped the show. I didn't get a standing ovation or anything, but they clapped forever. Thank you, Jesus. But then that was during previews. And so people kept saying to him, you want to get that young lady another song. So they wrote I Got Love for me. Once they saw that I had this range and these long notes and whatever. Mm-hmm. And so, but that one, I had to do a reprise and would get a standing ovation. That was in the second act. And then I was privileged to be able to sing it on the Tony Awards.
Oh, wow.
And people still want to hear it, and so I still sing it, thank God.
Of course.
How did it feel winning the Tony Award like that?
Okay, now that was too scary because I didn't even know what a Tony Award was. I was trying to learn how to act, so I didn't think about it.
I love this innocence, man.
Exactly.
I love it.
I know.
It
was too much. So I didn't prepare a speech or anything. I think I said thank you very much, and I left.
It was overwhelming.
I swear I did the same thing. I was up for NAACP Image Award. I was like, man, I ain't gonna win this. I looked at the categories, so I started joking with my assistant at the time. I said, yo, dog, If they call me, I'm gonna get up there and cry. He was like, well, I said, I ain't writing nothing. I'm just gonna cry. So just we just joking around. We get in there.
Yes, you did.
Winner of the category, Daryl Chill Mission.
Face
I was
red.
like, I looked at Jay. Jay looked at me. I said, oh, he rolled me out to the stage. I started talking to Melba. I started crying and I couldn't stop.
You started
Hey,
crying?
it's not. Yes, it's on YouTube.
I could not stop crying, man. And yo, everybody was like, yo, and this was the very first category. And it was a total standing ovation. And like, yo, and the producer said, if I'd known this was gonna be the reaction you got, well, I would put you on last, bro, because there was nowhere to go after that. I said it, I was like, I tried to talk, but yo, just the tears. I guess because I put it in my mind, I'm gonna cry, boy. I couldn't stop crying. I was talking through the tears, boy.
Because you didn't think you was gonna win.
Regina King came. She said, the show just started. You fucked up my makeup. I was like, yo, Gina, I'm sorry, girl. But I was grateful. I'm grateful. But I'm like, but it was innocence because, like, you know, we just start because we love this. And then when you get some recognition, especially from your people, oh my God, I was over the moon, man. I'm so grateful to NAACP for that one, boy. But it was, but like you said, you was like, I'm scared. I just said thank you, and I left.
I didn't know how to get out the doggone theater. I was so disoriented because when you do your shows, it's dark in there.
Yeah.
And they had the lights on, and I saw Pearl Bailey and all these different stuff. I just
what?
I couldn't think. I couldn't even think good enough to cry.
Yeah. Yeah. I was bawling like a baby, boy. Oh my God. No. Yeah, but that's crazy.
Hey, it's such a big influence on your career and your life. It's a big deal.
Not everybody can say that.
Tony, Emmy Award winner. Oh my gosh. All you need is an Oscar.
And you was in Grammys too. Like that, man. Come on, man.
So with these, the Tony, Emmy, Grammys, like the I got love. I mean, like these things that you got, right? When did you realize that you arrived? Like when did you know? Like
I know. Actually, I know now.
Oh wow! Looking back,
because I haven't been one to look at those things. You say, okay, how are you going to stay? What's next? Because
got you.
Just I haven't had the kind of career or kind of life that makes you feel secure. Oh well, what did I do back in 19 whatever? I'd be thinking, what am I going to do tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna do tomorrow. Huh?
Let me ask you this, because my mother would not let me get out of this without asking you, because she's a big fan of yours. And when I told her I was interviewing, we were interviewing Melba Moore, she said, from the Clifton Davis variety show era. She was so what was it about that show that connected you to your audiences so strongly?
What, the Melba Moore Clifton Davis show?
Yeah.
The question is, how did we get it? And then how do we do it? Because Clifton and I were really lovers. And we met because he was coming by my theater to visit the lady who played Aunt Missy, the character that I really played most of my scenes with. And so they were friends. So she introduced us. And so Clifton and I started dating. And at that time, Clifton was in the chorus of Hello, Dolly, which at the time was starring Pearl Bailey. So that was another breakthrough on Broadway. And her leading man was Cab Calloway.
Oh, wow.
And he had as one of the leading ladies, his daughter, Chris Calloway. And David Merrick was a big director there that opened the door for them to have that happen. But then Clifton came out of the chorus of Hello, Dolly, which, in case you didn't know, was first done by Barbra Streisand.
Yep.
So imagine Pearl Bailey replacing Barbra Streisand. I mean, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But that's what kind of a time it was, all right? So he went from that to playing one of the two male leads of a Broadway show called Two Gentlemen of Verona. And then he wrote Never Can Say Goodbye for Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
Yes,
that'll
he
give you
did.
the kind of crazy talent that he is.
Yeah.
Crazy. But we were lovers. We were dating each other. And Carol Burnett, through her agent and our agents, made an offer to give her summer replacement slot to us.
Oh,
That's how we got the spot.
Oh, wow.
Because neither one of us had ever done TV before.
Oh, so you replaced the Carol Burnett show?
For the summer, yes.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
Yo, that's crazy. That's huge shoes to fill. Carol Burnett show. Good
It was
God.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one thing I know I belong in this business.
Hey, man,
Right.
yes.
And so what's going to happen next? No, don't take anything for granted.
So she just said, "Look, y'all got it for the summer." That's just
Yes.
how it was.
Hey,
Like,
it
that's
was meant to
crazy.
be. It was meant to be. Yeah.
And so you said, how was it doing it? Well, once again, it was a roller coaster because we hadn't done TV before.
Mhm.
And I don't know how he got to Michael Jackson,
Jeez.
but he did. He'll tell the story sometimes. You need to have a podcast with him.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm working
Oh,
on
nah,
it.
for real.
And so we brought a friend of ours from Pearlie because she was very, very funny, a great singer and everything. But she was just spontaneous because we wanted the humor to be funny. We also wanted not to insult Black people.
Yeah.
Because the people who were producing and directing the show had not ever written anything for Black people.
Right. Of course.
And one thing we didn't have to learn how to be was Black.
Yeah.
And having an opportunity like that, and like you say, we would all run to the TV whenever there was Black people on TV.
Yes.
True.
So one of the first things we thought of was, well, if this is going to be a comedy and whatever, we need to make sure that it doesn't insult us.
The fact
I would say, once again, it was like only thing I can think of to compare it to is like a roller coaster ride because you just don't know for sure what you're doing.
You don't know where the curves is coming. You don't know where the dip is coming.
you
Yeah.
gotta ride it out.
Yeah. You being carried by love and talent.
I want to fast forward to 2003. You were in
Okay.
Fighting Temptations with Cuba Gooding Jr. and
Yeah,
Beyonce.
That's
Oh, I know. Yo, how was that experience?
Well, first of all, it was so God, I'm so proud of everybody that's in it. And I've been a born again Christian now for about 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And for that reason, I think God has had me kind of isolated and really go to the movies or a lot of shows and stuff. I was focused on my career and everything, but I really like studying the Bible and, getting in the church arena. I've sung up and done a lot of things in the church because that's just where my heart and everything was. And what was I saying? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Oh no, we were talking about Fighting Temptation. Like,
Fighting
how was that
Temptation.
experience?
Oh yes. So, the reason why it was so important to me was because it was a movie about the church.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing, and then
And the cast was crazy. That cast.
the cast was
Yeah.
unbelievable. But like I said, since I hadn't been to the movies and seen a lot of different things, and of course I knew who Beyonce was. She was starting to have a recording career,
Right.
and I knew who Cuba Gooding Jr. was because I know who his father was. But the movie that he did, Show Me the Money,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jerry
Maguire.
Maguire.
I hadn't
Jerry
seen that or
Maguire.
anything. So when we were in one of the rehearsals for one of the scenes, he stood flat-footed and did a back over flip, and I almost choked to death.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that kind of an athlete,
Oh yeah.
I thought, oh my God, he just didn't. He was a choir director. But then I saw the duet with Shirley Caesar and Ann Nesby, that opened the movie.
Yep.
And then all the different artists that were in it were just unbelievable. And then I saw myself in it with my hats. Bessie Cooley, I think that was my character's name.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, she looks kind of strange. Where'd she get the hats from? But the music was incredible. I still remain friends with Faith Evans.
Yeah. Okay.
And Angie Stone and I were friends.
Oh man, rest
in peace.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
So I made friends there too.
Right.
But the movie was just so special.
Wow. Well, I knew it was a kinship somewhere, boy.
Also, Eddie Levert.
Eddie Levert, yeah.
Yeah,
that was
in it. Yeah, man.
Project right there.
So,
And,
let me
say too, who was very sweet and really good is Rue McClanahan from the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the white people in the choir.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite shows too, man. Golden Girls, man.
Yeah, Golden Girls.
I'm a Golden Girls
you
fan.
will be a friend. That's my joint right there, boy.
I used to watch it with my grandmother.
Well, don't let me forget to give honor to B. Arthur.
Yes.
Golden Girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was one of the people who invited me to do her TV special. So we did a duet together called Your Feet's Too Big.
Okay.
And you know she's very tall.
Yeah.
I'm very small. So we looked ridiculous, but that was good.
Yeah, it was a good part of it. Yeah, that's dope.
Go ahead, Jay.
5 decades of being in this industry. What do you still love about it?
Well, that I'm still here.
Amen.
Well, I guess I'm getting a lot of accolades and honors, and it's really humbling, and I'm glad I stuck it out.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful business, and I wouldn't really be here. People hadn't continually opened doors right from the beginning. So, as tough as it is, as cutthroat as it is, because I had plenty of that. There's so many wonderful experiences that I've had here.
Yeah.
And the people that I met and the relationships I've formed and the life that I've had, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Well,
the one thing I gotta say I love about you, man, is like I remember I ran into you in Harlem and we would talk about that restaurant. You were like, "Chill, I ain't mine." I was like, "What?" I was
the Melba.
I thought it was her restaurant. She was like, "Chill, no, that's not my restaurant."
No,
I ran
Melba. Yeah.
Everybody's at a restaurant called Melba, and it popped off because everybody thought it was hers.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she said it's good. Okay, that's what you say. Good. As long as they getting them business, they give them business.
Yeah. They might owe you.
When it first popped, everybody thought that's the first thing we thought. I was going there religiously. I thought it was hers.
Did you like the food?
I loved it. Me and Strand, I called Michael Strand. I was like, yo, because I was staying at a condo on 113th and Lenox. And I called Strand because we was trying to put our show together, brothers. And as a matter of fact, it was him. I said, yo, he said, I'm going to come uptown, man, and we're going to eat. I'm going to take you to restaurant Melba's. I was like, word? He said, yeah, you're going to love the food. We went there, man, had a good time. And Michael Strand was up in there because we thought it was your restaurant. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody knows it's the other Melba now.
And that's they do. They know now. That's when I used to. Freddie Jackson used to go there too. So me and him was up in there one day. I started telling them, I'm like, dude, you need to do a documentary on your life, man. Yeah. I'm like, yo, because he had a life, bro, and just the stuff that he's done. I'm like, I was telling him, I do a doc. You might need to do a documentary yourself.
Yes, you do. Nah, I'll be
the first one to help produce that.
A biopic too.
I will do it. I would, man, because you got a story to tell, and I know the world would be like, yo, and it just opened up. All the guys said Melba. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Nah, legit, man.
Like it's a restaurant.
No, they'll know. They'll give them more.
I'm joking.
No, but I'm serious, man. You got a story to tell.
Yeah, you
And
do.
if you need somebody
I
to play,
can't
find somebody in the road, let me know.
Here you go. Here you go.
Here you go.
somebody
You
to
don't
play.
want to get in somebody's movie.
He
Don't
always-
know.
You want to take it on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
that's
that's
it.
just that, man.
He always trying to get in
man.
somebody's movie, somebody's
Because look,
documentary.
man, this face, man, as Martin say, this face belongs on the zoo.
It's too
Martin
good,
would
man.
say.
Yeah. Oh
So-
man.
Hey, Miss Mel, so we coming up on the hour. We
Hold
about
up.
to-
Well, yeah, I want to ask just one more question. Real talk. I know that we coming up on an hour and you got to go, Ms. Mel, but I want to know this. You've had success in R&B, disco, international, Broadway, television, gospel, all those things. What version of Melba Moore felt the most authentic to you?
Authentic?
Mm-hmm.
Authentic. Name them again.
You had R&B, disco, Broadway, television.
Oh, I guess
all
dance music.
Dance
Dance.
music. Okay.
It's like
I'll
it's
call
in
it-
it.
I'll call it dance music. I've had, disco.
Disco.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been,
yeah.
good in house music too, and I still have some more new music coming. So because there's a lot of diverse lanes you can be in, and if you're in one lane and popular, people in another lane don't even know you have anything. So you can do something totally different. So you keep something going. So I think it's dance music. I just say dance music, not necessarily disco.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say the dance music that disco people dance to. They love to dance. You just because the tempo was up there.
Right.
But I don't think it was It wasn't like I'm setting out to do disco because we had it in. We had it in.
Pay my rent.
I know that's right. But we had it in. We had that same music in the park, and they had it in Studio 54.
Yeah.
But we had it in the park, Jack. So I wouldn't call. It's some good music that people that like disco like to dance to our music. But people love hip hop. Young kids that want to hear that beat and that bass and that grind. That was our music, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some dance lessons because I think I'm the only brother that don't know how to dance.
Another story, boy. Another time. We'll be on here for 2 more hours. We get it.
Yeah.
Hey, so Miss Moore, we have a thing called a victory lap, right? So it's the end of the show. We had a great pod. So the victory lap is where you lead the people with a gem or some words of wisdom. So with that said, what's your victory lap?
Never give up.
Amen.
That's the name of the show.
Never give up.
Never give up. Never give up.
That's the name of the show.
And you definitely haven't given up, man. It was a pleasure. With that said, man, thank you very, very much.
The name of the book is called "This Is It."
Yeah, please.
Must say it again.
Thank you.
We're gonna sell that book.
Yes,
gentlemen, it's such a pleasure to be with you. I hope you'll have me back again.
No, we got it. We know we got it. Look, we know we got a lot more to talk about, but it's just we done went an hour. We don't when the conversation is good, we don't even realize we done popped off an hour, yo.
Yeah.
So
because it's so much to cover, man. Good
God. Your story just begun, sweetheart. It just the beginning.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. And we got your schedule too, so you see us in the crowd talking about she's singing to me. She's singing to me. you know it's us. I'm gonna have on some sequence. So you gonna be so I'm gonna have a sequence jacket on. You gonna see me. I'm going to like a lady going to Luther Vandross concert, but they come in all they sequence so Luther can see me.
Don't be surprised when you see us.
Yeah, we're gonna have on your sequence, and I'm gonna have on one of your hats.
There you
go.
Know it's us. You're gonna know it's us. Yeah. I love you. I thank you, and I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Y'all can find the book on Amazon.
This has been such a joy. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, with that said, man, it's the PittStop Podcast. We appreciate everybody for checking us out, man. Kenny, tell the people where they can find us at, man.
You can find us on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment at the PittStop Podcast. That's our YouTube handle, Apple handle, Spotify handle.
This is Melba Moore, and you're watching the PittStop Podcast.